Delhi has 1043 water bodies, but many of them do not exist as they have been encroached. Now the Delhi government is planning to rejuvenate these lakes, starting with 23 lakes. According to the Delhi government's revival plan, landscaping is to be done for a number of water bodies and lakes to attract visitors. Sludge and solid waste will be removed regularly to keep the water bodies clean. Additional recharge wells will also be created near these water bodies to increase their water recharging capacity. In the past too, there have been efforts to revive Delhi's water bodies, but the results were not satisfactory. Experts are guarded on what the final outcome would be and want to take a look at the progress on the ground before giving the plan a thumbs up.
On paper, they can fill it, they can do it, anything. But my question is again about the town planning of Delhi, how it is being built right now, how the urbanization is expanding. Urbanization is the main problem of any society when you consider the water bodies and others. And if the water scenario you would consider, then you would have to calculate what is the need of the Delhi, how much water is required. And if you would analyze, then you would find it is like penny wise smart and pounds wise foolish approach. Delhi is around a 1500 square kilometer area, and in which majority of water needs should have been with the Yamuna River only, and its floodplain area has been brutally encroached in the name of the development, whether it is a metro depot, CISF camp, or Akshardham temple, or say anywhere Commonwealth Games villages. And if Delhi government or the entire government of India would have been able to save this floodplain, you would not have to require to penny wise smart like building rejuvenating 26 ponds or considering for the rainwater harvesting, because the capacity of recharging capacity of the Yamuna floodplain is a tremendous, many-fold. If you are clubbing the entire water pond or even the rainwater harvesting capacity potential, I am talking about. That's why I am saying it is the penny wise smart and pond wise foolish. That is, but certainly if they are doing sectorial development like that water bodies in sense, then I am least bothered with the 23. They can talk about 23, 25, but I am worried about where is the one around 1100, 1200 ponds. What is that status? Why don't they talk on that?
According to United Nations Environment Programme, about 80% of the water supplied to the households in Delhi ends up as wastewater. The government said in a statement that the project is broadly based on sewage water remediation and lake development. Wastewater will be treated in the sewage treatment plant, and the treated effluents will be further polished using suitable treatment technologies, after which it will be released into the lakes. But there is a catch. Most of Delhi's STPs are already working well over their capacity.
Underground water, but certainly that quality of water having the heavy metals in that, and carrying that treatment capacity and quality of that STP is always in question. That's why I'm saying that these are the construction project which is being projected by DDA all the time. They have not the right approach how to use the urban resources for the betterment. Few decades, I observed that whenever they are taking any step, they do some STPs and other civil structure work, despite that the situation in Delhi is not getting improved. Certainly, STP, no technology has fault. If you create some STP, if you are not allowing or not giving the ample amount of the sewage water to that machine, how it is going to clean that? And for that, you need the proper drainage system, network of the drainage, whether they are able to reach there or not, whether there is a regular cleaning of the drainage or not. These are the technical questions the civil engineers and the concerned department must be aware of. but they are least bothered. They are more about how to afloat a new tender for the STPs.
The government is planning to plant a large number of trees and include facilities like parking spaces, cafeteria, children's park, entrance plaza. Experts have suggested that the government make changes that would not harm local vegetation and flora.
We have fought for the Rij Bachao Andolan. We have saved the greenery over there. Instead of converting that patch of ridge in a forest, they have made it biodiversity park. There's a huge difference between the park and the forest. Park is competing with your human resources. That requires, it's a resource intensive. That requires regular watering, regular pruning, and you give them the cafeteria and all. That is not required. If you are able to save them, if you are able to protect them as a forest with the indigenous varieties, then only it is pro nature or the pro environment sense. Likewise, if in the water scenario, I am again repeating, if they are able to, DDA is able to protect the river floodplain of Yamuna, if they are able to stop further encroachment and remove the encroachments, institutional encroachments, individual encroachments, and let the water flood, we should enjoy the flooding. Flooding is not unwanted. It recharges your riverbed.
With rapid urbanization, degraded ecosystems, and aging infrastructure have left Delhi and other cities vulnerable to climate change impacts. Delhi can lead the way if focusing on rejuvenation of lakes can only work if it's in sync with the city's water management efforts. A TOI online report.